Hey guys, I'm AM248 here. Welcome back to what I believe is episode 12 of Ultimate Chip 4. We're going to be playing Occlusion of Collusion and hopefully finishing up the set in 2 more videos. Alright, so it's possible to beat this level without any slides where you cannot see the result. I'm going to do it that way because I want to play this safe. This is just a teleport and ice maze. Not the most interesting level, but the fact that it's easy enough to misstep means I'm totally cool with it being this late. You can get some more chips from the ice. And we're back where we started. Let's get some more chips. So this is just wandering around picking stuff up. It's eh. I mean, I do like the fire, water, ice, bomb structure that lets you know roughly where in the level you are at any given time. Like, now I know I'm up near the top corner even before I could see the borders. Let's teleport up. I know all teleports are safe because I'm not sadistic. That would be just nasty, and I don't do just nasty. If I'm doing something mean, I have a good reason for it. How do we get those ones over there? Let's take a peek. I can slide down here safely. Get some more stuff I hadn't picked up yet. Sneak into this lower fire section. Let's just keep teleporting until we find something new. Can't really do anything from that island other than get over here. Two more chips. Ah. Alright, this is another patch I had not yet been in. That is one nice thing. The density of chips means it's easy to tell where I have and have not been yet. And I can use those teleports to get somewhere new. I am so bad. Alright, teleport down, up, down, up. Up is new area. I can get that chip, which I could see the path. I can get that one. Again, I can see it. So there's that island of 3 that I'm missing. And then I saw one other chip, which I think is a down teleport away. Okay, there's just these two. Now I just have to find my way to an exit, which is right here. That wasn't a bad playthrough of that. So this is Hallway Simulator 2010. This was just a level I built to poke fun at Final Fantasy 13, which has been described as a hallway simulator. And also just build a level in a 3-tile wide space. So the craziest part about this level is this little 2-walker setup. So I'm trying to remember how this little block puzzle goes. I think it just goes like this. Pretty basic stuff, really. Yeah, because I can push blocks off of the wall like so. Push this one down into the wall. Now, I will be needing those skates I saw. Do I get those now? I think I do. Wait, I can totally do things slightly out of order here. Not faster, but pretty cool nonetheless. Wait, no, I can't do that, because I need this chip down here. This is what I get for trying to be fancy. Lesson learned, don't try to be fancy. Alright, let's do this right this time. So that ticking noise is a fireball cloner. We'll be shutting it down later. Alright. And keep the flippers by doing this. Nice hidden walls. Oh yes, this part. I think that'll work. I know there's a ramming risk here due to that starting section, which is a little mean, but that's always Simulator 2010. Off to Burrow, which is a pretty involved level. I mean, it's long, but it's not very difficult at any step. So first we have this cool little teeth trapping section. You can trap these teeth just one at a time. To reach this tank button, which sends those 4 balls into the teleport. If you thought that's going to be the end of it, that's not the end of it. No! Wait, why did I push that there? Why did I make this section? It goes up, then it eventually goes over. Eventually goes down. Come on. Then once the walker blows up the bomb, I can use this block on the other bomb. So that gives me the green key, which gives me access to that top right section. So this level is one I'm having fun with. I've been having fun with this set. Like, it's not the greatest. I definitely feel a lot more pride for the stuff I recently created, but I feel like that's every designer ever. I'm not unhappy with this set, though. Alright. Let's do it this way. And then we'll do this number on the fireball. I mean, not what I originally planned, but it works nonetheless. That's a cool section. There's plenty of room to come up with a quick solution and essentially not get screwed over by a poor guess at the start while you're figuring out what to do. It's well thought out. It's really easy to make that kind of section unfair. So this is another one of those reuse of objects that people love so much. So these 4 teeth. And I had them all on my tail. Also, I did check the Eating Rocks Bold from the last video. Best reported score is currently 225 by Tom Rowe. So I was just short on a new record there. Not that I expected to get one. It was kind of a nice surprise to improve my own score by 3 seconds. Just shows that nobody's actually properly gotten a good score on that yet. So, this part's cool. This is the kind of section I wish there was more of. So I need to get 2 red keys, which should be accessible down here. There they are. I need to use the recessed walls to go back. That's something I do really like. One-way passages. really like. Probably my favorite CCLP2 level would be Creative One Ways. Okay, so the bug's on the outside wall. So because I'm not sure what I'll need to do once I'm down there, I want to slip in after the bug. Gives me a little time to think. Okay, so we're gonna clone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we clearly need to do this little trick. And then I'm gonna help the glider, and the glider is gonna help me. And now we have this section that is an In the Pink ripoff. Obligatory James, give me the In the Pink bold route. No, like, seriously though, the In the Pink bold route should, if not be public, definitely be available to anyone with a sufficiently good time, which I honestly feel like I do have a sufficiently good time for that. But nobody else seems to be in agreement there, so the odds of me ever getting that are pretty slim. Whatever. Moving on to Random Battle, which is a level I have not been looking forward to. Don't worry about where the walkers end up. The only bombs they can blow up are the ones needed to progress. But this is a level based around walkers, a blue wall maze, and paramecia. So every single tile next to a paramecia is a fake wall. Like, you can clear the tile and probably get killed for it. In fact, no, you will get killed for it if you try. So this is what I consider a stressful level. There's usually some degree of tension on longer levels, and I almost just died there. But any level where you're one step away from death, and you don't know if that step is going to result in death and have to react, not the most exciting. Okay, that was almost really bad. So what is the purpose of this guy? Can I just sneak back here? No. That would have been a cool touch. Yeah. The fact that there are real blue walls scattered around here is not cool in hindsight. This is one of those levels I'm not very proud of having made. Now this little section, now that you loop around for this walker, that is legit cool. I think that if this was just the walkers, it would be a pretty strong level actually. But there had to be the added risk of the paramecia to make this a tough maze. And
bummer.
The end result is a maze that's difficult for all the wrong reasons. All the wrong reasons.
Bummer.
That's infuriating. It shouldn't be, but it is. So yeah, if I were to do this again, I would most definitely not have included paramecia here. Anywhere where there's a paramecia death chance, I don't know exactly how I'd do it, but it certainly wouldn't be like an obvious death like that. I don't know. Maybe this is the kind of level that can only exist because of that. You know, if this was all dirt instead of blue walls, it would still be a maze, and I think it would be fairer. Maybe that would have been the way to do it.
Bummer. Bummer. Bummer.
Just a reminder that blue walls and deadly obstacles do not mix. Just in case anybody wanted to do that. They don't mix. So yeah, it's funny. I complained about Blue Forest Fire extensively. And now here I am complaining about a level I made with basically the same idea. The one mercy here is that it's smaller. The lack of mercy comes in because of the walkers. Alright, let's get this chip, this path. So random design side note. When I was building this, I actually did not have paramecia down to mark the places where they would go. I did it with something slightly different. I believe I placed just, I think, fire or something. There was some other tile that you can't stand on that I used. And I just put that down in plus formations to build. So the one advantage is that this is basically a space-filling blue wall maze for the most part. And I can take advantage of that fact. And that's safe, that's safe. If that's safe, I can go up twice and it will be safe. I can just wait for this walker to die. It gives me this chip. Slow and steady. Yeah. Like, I've built other levels that are stressful. I think I've mentioned it a few times, but Now Until the Moment You Die is a very difficult dodging level in the set that I'm going to be releasing soon. I was very tense the entire time I was playtesting that. Like, it was hard. But it was the fair kind of hard. Okay, so up through here. That walker's obviously going to go. Ah! See? This is what happens when I don't think. Okay, I can step here, and then I can wait for the walker to go by. I can get to here. And then I have to take a chance on left, up, right. Okay, cool. I risked death there without even realizing it because of the blue walls. Yikes. Okay, cool. That's all the chips, and I should be able to just wander back now. Path is marked. Another annoying thing I originally did was the entire outside area that's just a solid block of walls. That used to be more level that looked the same. So you couldn't even tell where, well, anything was. Like what was real and what wasn't. And that was just annoying. So I adjusted it to just be walls. So now, subconscious. This is an interesting one. Because this is your typical throwback level. Except this is a callback to the CCLP sets. So we have Avalanche and You Can't Teach an Old Frog new tricks in here. So in the room to the right, don't interfere with the pink ball. There are only 2 red keys in the level. Wait, did I do that wrong? So the tanks move, and then this guy was going to follow. He's going to wander his way through. Okay, I was supposed to step onto the trap first. Because I remember this little gimmick. So you can't teach an old frog new tricks. Avalanche. And let's just free up these blocks so I can extract them easier. This is still Avalanche, by the way, but it's also Avalanche now mixed with Security Breach. because that's a fun combo. Oh, I am screwed.
Bummer.
Yeah, I mistimed one input, and that was the end of me. So I'm going to be ending the video after this level, regardless of how long it takes me, just because I know that the last 5 are probably about a video length on their own. And if I just push a little farther on this one, then the last part will be short. And I'd rather have some degree of consistency. Yeah, there's a reason the hint says to not interfere with that ball. I rigged up security breach in a way that actually works instead of is breakable. You can see that if the red button is pressed early, it fails. But what would happen if I had it so it never got pressed? Huh, that might actually work. Oh well. Regardless, you pretty much have to do this puzzle this particular way. And then we have a little chase race section. So glad to be done with that security breach. So note those suction boots, they could be important later, or they could just be a red herring later. So here's a little CCLP3 level nod called to my friend, with the same teeth from You Can't Teach an Old Frog New Tricks. And if that wasn't enough, here is Jungle, where we're going to be luring the teeth in here. So how are we going to do this? Because we can plan this out in advance. If we just whoosh straight through, then I can get to here before the teeth steps down. In fact, I only have to get to here before the teeth goes down onto the 4th floors. The problem, then, is if it gets stuck, I could totally bring it to there. Well, let's give it a shot. That probably made very little sense. Alright, so fast solution worked. If that didn't work, I would have lured the teeth around through here, and then while it was following me, it would be here. You can see the mouse cursor. I'd be here. It would be here at that point. I could walk here, 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 and I could slip through anyway. So regardless of what happened, whether I got the fast method or not, I had that planned out. So I know there's nothing else to do in that part yet. Here is Strange Maze, because that's a good level to reference. And then above Strange Maze is a nod to Arctic Flow. So there's only 2 red keys in the entire level, you may recall. So what does that mean? Well, if we looked closely during my friend, we saw a red lock guarding the exit. And we'd spend a red key to get up here. So that means this chip is a red herring, right? Well, wrong. Here's Joyride first. Well, both Joyrides in one. Here's Ruined World. Of all levels, I picked Ruined World as one to have a nod to. So let's just trap this ball. I don't think I need these blocks for anything. Wait, no, I am going to need 1 block to control the tank. So we're just going to put that there where it's still accessible for later, and advance to whatever this is. Monster Lab, I think? Yeah, Monster Lab. And, is this annoying wall? Regardless, that's that little section done. A little confusing. So we move into, now you see it, automatic caution doors, and vanishing act. All in one, of course. So we know that trap is passable due to earlier. And we have the green key, which lets us hit this button, which, as you can see, opens up this trap button here, giving us access to that chip. This trap button is also held down. Green key lets us pass back, and we enter Jeepers Creepers with no required releases. So, as you can see, Strange Maze also had a little bit of suspended animation, and I crossed Jeepers Creepers with Juxtaposition just because I could. And there was a level that had a red and green lock combo exit just like that, but I don't remember what it was. Vulcan, maybe? I could totally have taken that yellow key to go get the suction boots and explore other parts of the level. But in the meantime, we're going to move on to Data Expunged in the next and final part. Because there are 4 levels left, and only 3 of them should take me much effort. So until next time, see ya.